See how that works? They act like Trump is the one trying to get rid of the Constitution, yet everything that they're trying to do in elections is against the Constitution. Good day, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure that you are following me on all the platforms you see above and the ones below. And hitting this like button right here is how my content can consistently be recommended to you. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you hit this like button, I already said that, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. I've been going, folks. Busy day. Hit that subscribe button right there if you haven't already. If you already have hit the subscribe button, make sure the notifications turn on like that bell that it just clicked right there. And also, if you think that you are subscribed to the channel, it's a good chance you may not be because YouTube, I don't know, mysteriously things just happen where people just get unsubscribed and they're like, Ty, I didn't even know you were still doing reaction videos. I didn't even know you were still doing YouTube. I haven't seen you in my feed. So YouTube is blaming you guys for it. So just letting y'all know. All right, folks, so I'm bringing you guys this story right here because there's been a whole lot of weird stuff that has been going on. I mean, it goes on every election, but what gets me is like this particular instance I'm about to bring to you guys right here, right now. The Supreme Court in the last minute sides with GOP in the mail-in ballot dispute. I would have thought that this may have been something that would have already been solved, already been talked about, already been done. Something just amazes me that, like, if there's stuff that's set in place, I don't understand how and why it's an issue now. Like, we've been voting. Y'all, there's some of y'all that's been following my channel, some of my boomers, you guys have been voting before I was even born. And what gets me is I'm just trying to figure out why is it that these are issues now? You would think that these would already been things that's resolved. Just like how we all know that, you know, if you take a person's life, it's against the law to do that, right? So it shouldn't be a thing where we have to fight that that's actually a law and it's wrong. Anyway, Pennsylvania Supreme Court sides with GOP in last minute mail-in ballot dispute. Okay, you guys all see that? The Pennsylvania Supreme Court shut down an effort to allow mail-in ballots lacking a handwritten date to be counted in the 2024 election. The ruling overturns a decision from a Commonwealth court finding that the state law requiring a handwritten date was unconstitutional. Yeah, you heard that. The ruling overturns a decision from a Commonwealth court finding that the state law requiring a handwritten date was unconstitutional. The Pennsylvania GOP appealed that ruling to the state Supreme Court, and now undated mail-in ballots will not be counted in an upcoming election. Again, now undated mail-in ballots will not be counted in the upcoming election. That's a good thing. Justice Kevin Doherty admonished the Commonwealth Court for its ruling in a forcefully worded opinion relating to Friday's ruling. This court will neither impose nor countenance substantial alterations to existing laws and procedures during the pendency of an ongoing election. We said those carefully chosen words only weeks ago, yet they apparently were not heard in the Commonwealth Court, the very court where the bulk of election litigation unfolds, Doherty wrote. Today's court, which I joined rights to ship, and it sends a loud message to all courts in this Commonwealth in declaring we would not countenance substantial alterations to existing laws and procedures during the pendency of an ongoing election. We said that we meant what we said, he continued. Pennsylvania Republicans hailed the Friday's ruling, saying Democrats have repeatedly tried to subvert the dating requirement. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court upheld the law, and the dated ballot requirement will be in effect for this election. Democrats have repeatedly tried to eliminate this important ballot safeguard, and we have stopped them each time, RNC Chairman Michael Whately said in a statement. We are committed to protecting critical ballot safeguards to ensure every ballot is cast and counted properly, and we'll continue to fight across Pennsylvania to protect the vote. State officials in favor of allowing undated ballots to be counted argue the change would make process easier for election workers. The Pennsylvania Department of State filed a brief in favor of the change prior to court's ruling on Friday. Scrolling down some more, folks. The requirement that the county board set aside mail-in ballots with declaration date errors, and particularly the requirement that they set aside mail-in ballots, envelopes, and incorrect dates, impose a significant burden on the county boards. Election workers must manually review every ballot envelope to determine whether it is a correct date, the brief said, according to the Pennsylvania Capital Star. Why not? Oh, God, I'm not saying that they're complaining about that. I'm just saying, what's the problem? If you signed up to do this job, and this job, y'all come on, it's a job description. And if the law says it has to be a handwritten date in those, not handwritten, boom. Not handwritten, boom. Handwritten, boom. Handwritten, boom. Not handwritten, boom. I'm just saying. Friday's ruling was the second time this month that the Pennsylvania Supreme Court has blocked Democrat-backed efforts to dismantle the dating requirement. I have no idea why these things that are already in place when it comes to law, how are they doing it? How are they being challenged like this? To me, this comes off as if the judges them are just completely corrupt. I mean, what else can you say? These are supposed to be, individuals in those positions as judges, very, very intelligent. Not saying that they're not. Very intelligent, know the law, stand by the law, unbiased. And when something like this come across, it should just be like a given, like what? They want to actually have mail that comes in that doesn't have handwritten. Let's see. According to Pennsylvania law, it's against the law to do that. Yeah, that's not going to be an issue. But instead, you let it go through. You say it's unconstitutional to not allow them to put it in there without a handwritten date on there. Anyway, folks, this is what I'm saying. I don't know, especially in a state like that. That's a swing state. Everybody's talking about Pennsylvania like it's nobody's business. And now we got all this weird stuff going on. Although we did show the other day where they had Kamala Harris already taken Pennsylvania with already 100% all the ballots and everything in, 100% of everything was counted. They had Kamala Harris beating President Trump already. So of course a lot of eyes are going to be on Pennsylvania, but at the same time, is that the actual distraction? What if it comes out? I'm just throwing something out there hypothetical. What if it comes to be that Trump is going to completely kill it with winning Pennsylvania, but they want all our focus on Pennsylvania while we don't know that something else is going on in these other states? I like what somebody said the other day. They said, act like Trump is down by 99%. Act like he's down 99%. That's the enthusiasm and that's the encouragement and the motivation that you should have to go out and vote. Act like he's losing. Don't just sit back, oh, Trump got this in the bag. No. And if he do have it in the bag, completely dismantle them. Like I told y'all, when we played that girls basketball team, we destroyed them. They didn't score 1 point halftime. It was like 70-0. Forfeit the game. Let's not look at this like, oh, it's going to be and then like I said, I just don't believe the polls. That's me. I don't believe that this race is tight. I believe that they just want us to think that. That's why they put it all across the news. The race is tight. It's a head-to-head. Oh, win by nose, win by hair, win by eyelash. This is a close race. Oh, boy. No, somebody edged this part. I just don't see it because nobody voted for Kamala. Nobody voted for Kamala, and it was already being shown and rumored that even this next go around, it was being rumored that President Biden didn't even want her to be his VP this time go around. I'm just saying. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Again, do you think that they're doing all this stuff because these are just efforts of them trying to cheat? Or you think that this is just a coinky-dink? Whatever the case may be, leave it in the comments below after this video. Don't forget to do what you guys see in this cloud right here. If you would, please. The next video that I would do in regards to commentary like this will be up here. Things that I've done in the past, there's a variety on this channel that you may not know that I did, will be here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.